morning, campers. Oh, so many spots. Let's try and deal with those. And no luck whatsoever. Well, I think one of those is on the inside, actually. Whoops! Good morning, campers. Ignore the spots upon the windshield. Just how it goes. We are in Topeka, Kansas. We're about to get on the Kansas Turnpike, which is a toll road that we don't hit very often. Ooh, that's some sparks. That's not good. Please don't have your wheel fall off before you get out from in front of me. Okay, you may now have your wheel fall off. Big truck, tiny trailer. Not a great combo, apparently. This is nice. I don't think this was here last time I came through. Just like a full-blown express lane for the K-tag, which we do have. We have these now. When I started driving, Jim Palmer did not have K-tags. So someone on the other side flashed their high beams. So I don't know if they were just angry at someone on their side or if they were trying to communicate to us over here that there might be like a speed trap up ahead. But speed limit's 65, so I can't really speed unless we're going downhill. So I think we're good. And it's going to go up to 70 in a minute here, I think. Alright, one last car is going to pass me on the right, then I'm going to move over. I don't know if this third lane sticks around or not, because I remember that a lot of the Kansas Turnpike between here and Kansas City is 2-lane. So presumably this third lane's only like going to be around for a few miles outside of Topeka. But it's a rare toll road. We don't hit this too often. So I figured I should record it. I was expecting us to have to stop at the toll booth though, because every other time I've come through here, you've had to stop at the toll booth. But I remember they were building the express lanes last time I came through, so not now, Apophis. They were building the express lanes, so now they've clearly finished that, and that was really super cool. I love it when you get to a toll plaza where you can just roll straight through, no problem whatsoever. Those are my favorite kinds of toll plaza. You are making some choices. Let's all pass the truck on the right. That'll go well. The exciting thing is now that we're on the Kansas Turnpike, we're in the only part of Kansas where LCVs are legal. Long combination vehicles are like doubles, triples, long doubles and triples. In the case of Kansas, I believe they allow triples, Rocky Mountain doubles, and I think they also allow Turnpike doubles. But I don't remember if it's double 45s or double 48s. They don't do double 53s in Kansas. I know that for sure. That's only like a New York thing. And the Florida Turnpike, I think, allows. A couple of the turnpikes in Florida allow double 53s. But not in Kansas. Kansas, I think it's double 48s. It might be double 45s. I don't know. But I don't see any coming, so... It's always exciting seeing LCVs, because they're so rare. Except when we're in Idaho and they're everywhere. But in Kansas, they're rare. Like, they've got a certain leeway on the western side of Kansas, like 20 miles from Colorado, which is the city on the Kansas-Colorado border on I-70. They're allowed within like 20 miles of that point if they came out of Colorado. So you can sometimes see triples out there. But I don't think Colorado allows turnpike doubles, so I think it's just Rocky Mountain doubles and triples for Colorado. apparently Wyoming doesn't allow triples, which blew my mind because I swear I've seen triples in Wyoming before. But I found, like this week, I was looking something up. Someone was asking questions about LCVs and what's legal on the American Truck Simulator forums, because Utah's about to come out in that game. They're like, well, what are you allowed to drive in Utah? Are B doubles allowed? And it's like, yes, but they're not common. And like, here's a map of where everything's legal, and it had a blank spot on Wyoming, where Wyoming allows Rocky Mountain doubles, but they don't allow Turnpike or triples. And I'm like, wait a minute, I swear I've seen triples in Wyoming before. But according to that thing, they're not legal there. And then I found that apparently, like, the citizens of Wyoming voted to ban triples in 1992, which is after the LCV freeze, which prohibited states from allowing new LCVs. So I'm guessing Wyoming allowed triples before that, and then the law came out that prohibited other states from allowing triples, and then Wyoming banned triples by vote in the 90s. And I'm like, well, that makes no sense. I mean, maybe there's something that I haven't found as far as Wyoming goes in triples. So we drove through Wyoming this week, and I'm paying extra attention. Like, every LCV that drove past, like Rocky Mountain double, Rocky Mountain double, Rocky Mountain double, no triples. No triples. I'm so confused. I am so confused. I legitimately thought triples were legal in Wyoming. I swear I've seen triples in Wyoming. But apparently not. So, you know, what's wrong with me? I don't know why. Maybe I've just spent too much time in Utah and Idaho and Montana, where triples are just everywhere. So, I don't know. Because in Montana, there's actually also B doubles. B doubles are the cool LCVs. Because B doubles, Montana and Idaho have, or not Montana and Idaho, Montana, Idaho, and Washington have a rule where doubles can be either two 28-foot 6 trailers, or any combination of two trailers that in total, from nose of the first trailer to tail of the second trailer, are 61 feet or less. So, in those 3 states, B doubles are legal, and those 3 states also allow higher gross vehicle weights. In Montana, all you have to do is follow the federal bridge law for figuring out how much weight you can have on each axle based on how many axles you have in a group, how far you have between them. It's complicated, but there's tables and stuff, so other people did the math a long time ago. It's super easy to figure out. All you need is a tape measure now. So B doubles can have a weight of like 120-something thousand pounds, and it's 61 total feet of trailer, so it's got an advantage over A doubles, because like two 28.5-foot trailers, well, it's mostly 28-foot trailers, two 28-foot trailers have enough space for 28 feet by 9 feet by 28 feet by 9 feet by 102 inches, 8.5 feet. That's how much space they have. But with B doubles, because there's an overlap in the trailers, because with A doubles, the 28-foot trailer is just nose to bumper for each individual trailer. It doesn't count the drawbar between them, the dolly. So when you have B doubles are where you have semi-tractor and then a trailer, and then on the back of the first trailer, that trailer has its own fifth wheel. So it's the fifth wheel is the big flat turntable thing on the back of the tractor where you hook the next trailer to. So the first trailer has one of those. You just connect the second trailer directly to the first. So you can actually back those things up because they've only got 2 pivot points. Where you can't really back up a set of A doubles, which are the standard doubles that you see on highways throughout the entire country, the 2 28-foot trailers. So B doubles you can actually back up, and they're really common in Canada because Canada allows the higher weight limits with the extra axles. So B doubles are more common up there because they've got that cubic that they've got that cubic space volume. They've got the volume advantage. That's the word I'm looking for. They have a volume advantage in over double 28s. I think Canada also counts the dolly in the length equation. So if you have a B double set up, you can have more cargo space than if you have an A double set up, if they're both limited to the same total length. But in America, they're not. In America, you're limited to two 28-foot trailers, and the trailers are measured individually, not together. So B doubles aren't common anywhere outside of like the Northwest, where, you know, I think Michigan has them too, but you know, Washington, Idaho, and Montana, where you've got the 61-foot rule. So that's why you don't see B doubles everywhere. I think they're also legal in Utah and Nevada, and I think they're legal in Oregon. And God, what is I don't know if they're legal in Wyoming. They might be. No, there's one on the side up here. Let's get to the middle lane. Just do this now before we get close to the guy on the shoulder. Just to like solve this problem so I don't get locked into the right lane. Because we're far enough back and that's enough of a gap he might decide to pull out in traffic. Like he's doing right now! Oh, called it! Totally pulling out into traffic. Just from a dead stop straight into traffic. Good job, guy. I think that's a prime trailer. Which is annoying because I know that they in particular were told not to do that fairly recently. Because I got that message too, because I pull a prime trailer. So occasionally when Prime sends out fleet-wide messages, I get them as well. Alright, so I think Prime is back up to speed. Yeah, it's definitely a prime trailer. Lovely sunset going on. Unfortunately, it's perfectly behind us, so you guys don't get to see it. And my nose mirror is angled in such a way that all you see is the headlights of the car passing me on the left. But yeah, I don't know why I got onto the doubles conversation there. Interesting. You're a little close in front of me. I'm going downhill, so I actually picked up a little speed while he was passing. That's not entirely his fault. He is going a nice consistent speed, and my speed is all over the place because my truck's trying to save fuel as we go over the hills. So it's, you know, slow over the top and fast at the bottom. Which is just gotta be so frustrating for people that are trying to be behind me or whatever. But I like saving money, so I'm gonna keep doing it, and, you know, we got enough lanes here, people can get around me, no problem. Coming up on Lawrence, Kansas, which actually means we're also going to be coming up on our Kansas Turnpike exit here soon. So what we're doing, we're driving between, we're on our way to a customer near St. Louis. So it's going to be cool. Don't worry, you'll see that maybe tomorrow or in a day or two. I'll be recording it tomorrow for me, which is November 4th? I think today's the 3rd. I don't know. I know it's currently 17:36 Central Standard Time. That's right, daylight savings is over, so that's how you know what day I recorded this. I recorded this the day daylight savings ended. So Thursday was 31st, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So today's the 3rd. Yeah, today's the 3rd. Haha, yes. Process of elimination. I figured it out. Deduction. Ah, this is my exit. Cool. So we're going to take Highway 10 because we're heading for St. Louis. I absolutely despise Kansas City. I do not like driving through Kansas City. I don't like driving near Kansas City. But a lot of times you have to in order to get to St. Louis or other places east of Kansas City. And if you're coming from the Kansas Turnpike, my preferred route around Kansas City, because I don't like driving straight through the heart of Kansas City, because there's this really just awful mixing bowl of interstates right smack dab in the middle of town that's just not good or safe or anything like that. And if you want to avoid that, you hop off of the Turnpike here in Lawrence and you get on Highway 10 and you've got like 1 or 2 stoplights on this road, and then it turns into a freeway. It turns into a freeway that parallels the Turnpike, but it's free. Decreasing speed, decreasing speed, decreasing speed. Speed limit 20. Pass us on the left. Are they not going to? They're not going to. Okay, moving over. So yeah, this is just a little 2-lane highway for a short time. And then it'll open up to a freeway, and it's wonderful. And we don't have to pay any more tolls. We only pay the Kansas Turnpike toll between Topeka and Highway 10 doing it this way, which is not expensive at all. It's only like $6 or $7 even for a semi, which is great. There is a way around it. If you take US Highway 40, you can go around the tolls, but it's not a good road for a long truck. It's really not. I've done it before, but I don't like doing that when I'm heavy. Yeah, here's where it meets up with 40. So my GPS is upset now because I'm not following my GPS's ideas. So this road, Highway 10, goes around the south side of Lawrence, Kansas, and then it meets up with Interstate 435 at the southwest corner of that loop highway. And then you just follow 435 across the south side of Kansas City, and then take either 435 or 470 back up to I-70. It's a great little bypass, and it keeps you out of downtown. It is my preferred routing, not now, Apophis. It is my preferred routing when it comes to avoiding downtown Kansas City. And it is currently 5:40 p.m. So we definitely don't want to go into downtown because it's rush hour. Not that 435 is going to be much better, but 435 is a much newer interstate. So it's got more lanes. The exits are generally a little bit better designed. I can stay like a lane over from the mixing traffic and be fine. And you can generally go a little bit faster on that. Gosh, I wish people wouldn't drive with their high beams on constantly. I feel like one of these was a stoplight last time I came through here, but now they're both freeway bits. So that's cool. It is a limited access 2-lane highway. That's kind of neat. 1 lane each direction. You can see where it's got room for the other side, though. That's kind of cool. Maybe eventually this is just going to be freeway the whole way around Lawrence. That'd be awesome. It's just a new freeway link from the Turnpike to 435. That would be fantastic. I would love it if they actually managed to pull that off at some point. As you can see, lots of other folks using this route, so I'm not the only one who finds this to be the better way around Kansas City. But I am going to go ahead and stop recording now. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ellie O'Dare. You can find me on the internet at Ellie O'Dare on Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, Steam, the Nintendo Switch. If you follow me, if you send a friend request to my Steam account at Ellie O'Dare, then you might bump into me in American Truck Simulator, because I sometimes play the Truckers MP mod. And so that's, if you're friends with me on Steam, you'll see me as a green dot instead of just a mysterious blue dot passing you by. And Utah's coming out soon, so there will be lots of reasons to be playing on multiplayer once eventually they don't usually take too long to add new DLC to the multiplayer mod. They also just added a Pro Mods server for Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is a big map mod that's kind of cool. So might check that out at some point. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can also leave comments below the videos. I do read them all. That's a great place to get something in front of my eyeballs. So thank you again. Thank you. And have a great day. Bye! I think that was the stoplight. I think we bypassed it. Yay! Is this all freeway now? That'd be fantastic. Or maybe the stoplight's just somewhere up ahead still that I haven't seen. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. I said that already. Bye! My camera's upset because we just went too fast. Oh, there's the stoplight. Darn it. Light's not flashing. Oh, there's no light. Okay. Cover the brake. Coasting. That's a real stale green. We're going through. Full speed. If it changes now, we're still going. There we go. All right. Bye!